Oh yeah.
Life's fucked up, what can you do? I got a dog that doesn't bark, got a car that doesn't start. I'm so poor, I'm at Walmart. Yeah, got about 50 things on my mind. Got my girl asking me where I find. I say it all the time. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I remember when this shit used to exist. TikTok, Xbox, PlayStation, GTA 6 in the making.
What can you do? Wall Street! Wall Street Pete. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. How is everyone doing? It's been a while. We were busy doing some important life things, but we are back full time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if you've yet to, well, give us a shout out. Let us know what crypto asset you'd like to see Wall Street Pete talk about. Well, this is what we do every morning. Now we are back every morning live. During the week, we come live for you with this update for Bitcoin. So I hope you enjoy the show. I hope you enjoy everything we do here. It's been a while since we did a live update, and here we are right now. So I hope you're excited. Anybody in the super chat want to scream and say, hey, Wall Street Pete is back. Let's go. Sick dough in crypto. Come on over. Hit that bell, all notification. Let's get into it. Well, this morning, Bitcoin has been declared dead 402 times. Well, this morning, I'm declaring it dead. And what's happened? Well, every time this particular move has occurred, and during this time frame, a lot of people start talking negative about Bitcoin. And a lot of people start forgetting what happens during these cycles. If you're excited for that, hit that like, hit the subscribe. We're going to talk more about this. And we don't need to go over how many times Bitcoin died. Let's go into some of the things that are going on, though. So we're talking about Metaplanet, Metaplanet buys another 1.2 million worth of Bitcoin, now owning 2.02 Bitcoin. Pretty excited to find this out. Ever since the ETF has been approved in the Japan area and the Asia area, we are now looking at a Bitcoin price that seems to be just dipping and dipping, and a lot of people want to know where these prices are going, and if people are continuing to buy, and especially another big company, well, where is the price going to go next? We're going to talk about that. MicroStrategies has been continuing to buy, and if you just put $10,000 in the investment for MicroStrategies 1 year ago, you could have 10 times your money, all the way to just roughly $101,500 today. So hit the like and subscribe. We're talking about some situations right now. Instagram, pretty scary, right? Presidential debate right now. It's Biden versus Trump, and we're talking about who is more into pro-Bitcoin. That's very important, right? We found out that Trump seems to be very pro-Bitcoin, but it comes with a cost as everything else. Just a little bit off the crypto world here, we are finding out that why nearly 50% of electric vehicle owners want to return their gas cars, want to return after they regret that gas car switcheroo that they've been screwed over on. So I think that that is one of the worst ideas, and well, we're finding more energy, more gas, more fuel as time goes on. So why are we running away from this when it sounds like the battery is going to become a problem going further? My name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough crypto. We're talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and where it's going next. So if you're excited for that sort of thing, this chart is going to reveal exactly what Bitcoin is doing, how I think that these signals for Bitcoin will follow through, and it's very important to talk about it now as we must. So total crypto market cap is 2.31 trillion. Bitcoin hovering right under the 63,000 price. Will we get all the way down to a 52,000 price? That is where I will be paying close attention to. Now we have a nice little double bottom here, possibly developing from here. And if you pay attention here, this could be a scenario of what we're looking at. So right now I'm paying attention to this left shoulder that could be developing for Bitcoin. Not financial advice. This is gentleman twice as nice. Pay attention definitely to mention now. So we're talking about the left shoulder here coming in, talking about an inverted head coming through, getting the volatility expect, but there are two huge major levels for this price to occur, if we are getting a dead cat bounce, these will be your two major indicators and warnings. So that's why I say it's very important to pay attention, because you have two major spots here. If we are breaking above the line and there's a CME gap all the way back to 71,300, it's very important to see what is going on here. So we could be just trading in this range until it is ready to break out. That's when we're going to find 85,000, 90,000 range, so 85 to about 90. And that's about what I'm expecting. So if you see from here, but we are consolidating still. So if we continue to create that new higher low, beautiful. I don't think that is going to happen. If it does happen, then this pattern will develop and you'll get your right shoulder through and it'll keep breaking above. And then we could have this dip, which would do this next. So please pay very close attention. I do believe that there is a 70% chance that this double top M pattern is developed. I'm going to make it red so you can see it much more clear here on this chart. And you can see what's happening. You're getting these double tops right here, and then boom, 67,300 may be your dead cat bounce for the Bitcoin price, giving us an issue of where we'll fall to next. So please be very super careful. I think that this is going to happen, and I think that that is where we're going to find the bottom here. If we do not, we're going to be in a lot of trouble, because then Wall Street's going to be trying to knock this thing down below 40,000. So what we're looking at the chart here is the Fibonacci sequence level. So the Fibonacci sequence level held us into the golden pocket on the very last retracement, the very last pullback, whatever you want to call it, the last uptick, and then of a correction. A lot of people have different ways of talking about this happening, but look, we're talking about September 12th of 2023. We were trading about 25,500. We went all the way back up. We came all the way up to 47,000. We did a pullback Fibonacci level for you. We did the retracement. It took us to the golden pocket of a 38.2 pullback exactly to 38,900. That gave us a 38.2 pullback if you're measuring from the fib line. What we found out next is that the fib line could be 50%. That is the next level for this fib retracement. Now, if we're coming down here, and you can see coming all the way up through, if we get the retracement and follow into this 50% correctly, 57,000 is the bottom. And if we start pumping majorly, then all of this is a bunch of hoo-ha BS. And right now, you'll be excited to find out that, well, not only is all this dead weight, but it was just a divergence. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, when we get to October, what has the Bitcoin price been doing every time we get to October? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. A lot of people are still going to be surprised what Bitcoin does in October. I don't understand why, and I'm going to get rid of all this. We're going to get rid of the indicators. We're going to get rid of the drawing, and I just want to show some people what we're looking at in October, and I call it Uptober, and there's a big reason why. And if we get closer and closer into this here, you're going to see that October starts a beautiful thing all the time. Every year, it seems to be a beautiful thing that starts off. Right now, Bitcoin's dead. A lot of people think Bitcoin is dead. There's October. And you can see right where my fist is, ladies and gentlemen. That is a major catalyst for a parabolic move coming in. Now let's take a peek again, September and October. Do you see the trend, ladies and gentlemen? We're talking about October. We're talking about October. And we're talking about what happens every time October comes through. It seems to be a pretty noticeable pattern. So what's happening again? Well, we could be getting that consolidation. So what'll be happening is sideways boring action, maybe a little consolidation to the 57,000. We're saying that 51 could be the bottom here, so please be careful. There is a 48,000 resistance flip I want people to pay attention to. We're looking at the monthly chart for Bitcoin if you're lost. But what is happening is Bitcoin sometimes follows through with a nice little flip of the support before. And what is that doing? It's flipping old resistance before it pops back up. So we're looking at the old resistance turning into major support before we lift back off. 47,000, if we go to that chart, we would find out that the Fibonacci sequence level would be taking us down so far. It would be scary, but it would not be an impossible move for cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin 46,000, that is now the new max pain. And I apologize because I don't think it's going to happen. Wall Street would have to tank this price down. And I don't see anybody in the super chat this morning. It's a shame. I wish we had some people in the super chat this morning. I don't know if it's working. But this is your 10-minute update for you. Bitcoin is coming through. If we cannot hold that 57,000, my max pain, I'm going to be buying up Bitcoin at 52,000. I'm going to be pretty heavily buying this, knowing that, yes, you got to be careful. Don't catch a falling knife, because that falling knife could finish the CME gap all the way through here. And you can see what a big gap this is. But right now, I'm focusing on a different gap. I'm watching the price as we're continuing to go through, get these double top end patterns. As you can see, the trend is to the downside. None of this is going to change until that changes. So please understand the trend is your friend till the end. And that trend currently right now from 71,000 all the way to 3 right here. If you could see that yellow line, and I'm trying to clean up a little bit, you can see that the price is trying to break out, but immediately hitting old resistance support, which is still a decline here, and that's bearish. So I will be waiting to find out, do we come all the way through? Do we bounce off the 62,000 Bitcoin? This is very short-term time frame. I think that this is the right shoulder. If we start breaking off the 61.8, 62,000, and start coming up parabolic, we are going to finish and fill the CME gap, and we will find Bitcoin most likely trading somewhere around this price before another dead cat bounce. 67,300. That is your price, my friends. My name is Wall Street Pete, Crypto in Crypto. If there was another cryptocurrency asset you'd like to go over, perhaps another one like, let's go over Solana real quick. Solana, while it's under $200, really seems to get my attention. Solana is something different, and you can see here we are starting to build something called a cup and handle. Now, this is the 4-hourly for Solana if you're interested, but you can see exactly with the naked eye, and this is why I get paid to do what I do, I guess. The cup and handle is beautiful. And what we're doing is building another cup and handle inside a cup and handle. And you can see how we're forming a triple top. So that's why these levels for Bitcoin, as we were showing you, were so important for a dead cat bounce. Why? Because we'd have to fill up the CME gap. And for the CME gap to fill up here, we're talking about a 161 Solana before major resistance. And that's about what I'm looking at. So if anyone is interested in Solana, you're looking out to take a trade, yeah, we want to long it maybe till we get to about here. But I do believe that right now and going forward, these prices will be very, very cheap. And I do think that Solana will continue to show you these cheap prices. If you even look here from the 4-hourly chart here, you can see there's a double bottom top here, forming a double bottom W. That CME gap would find us to about $161 for Solana. But at the same time, like I'm saying, please be careful because the trend is to the downside. As you can see, nothing has changed until the trend changes. And that's all we can do is find out where is that trend change. And like I said, the only way to do that is to keep following the charts, what Bitcoin is doing. And then once we break out, as you can see, finally hoping, but that's a double top, we will see what happens here. Bitcoin has to come up and break above Bitcoin. I mean, Solana, you can see here what's going on. Do we get the double to W? This is what we're looking at. These are the double bottoms, and that's how you create a big parabolic move to the upside. So right now, $208. That seems to be your Solana resistance. And if we start breaking majorly or seeing ourselves go above 160.5 all the way to 161, that will be your significant confirmation that, hey, Solana is about to do something crazy. And I'll tell you right now, if I were to tell you where I think the price could be going from here, this is the range we're in right now, so please pay close attention to that range. Solana were to make a move, and I'm just showing you from what I see, Solana could be coming all the way back up, and we'll find out because this is a 4-hourly. That'll be about 260 something we have here. I got $250 from the range of the same exact purchases. If we get the same volume coming in, which is very rare, you can see here even on a daily coming through that the perfect resistance for a double top would be about $250. And that's why I love technical analysis, because before we check the range, before we check the top of 260, you can see here that there was major resistance at $250 for Solana. We do our measurements, and what happens? Well, technical analysis never fails me. It tells me that the same move to 250 is very possible. We will get a major rejection at that point, but not many people will know. If you follow Wall Street Pete, you'll have a really good idea. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the like, subscribe, and I'll tell you right now, I used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. That's why we started this great, beautiful channel, and without you guys, this channel is nothing, so I thank you so much. There is Gary in the Super Chat, my first Super Chat comment. I have not had any Super Chat comments all morning. I do get excited when I see some of my long, loyal followers here. So it's nice to have you. It's the end of the video. We're trying to keep these videos between 10 and 15 minutes. I hope that is helpful for you. Let me know what crypto asset you'd want to go over, an altcoin. Was it Bonk? Was it Cardano? Was it maybe, I don't know, what do you like? Maybe one of those JTOs, Jito, or maybe it's something different, but we have a lot of cryptocurrencies out there, and a lot of them aren't going to make it. And you know what? That means a lot of you aren't going to make it because you're investing in the wrong stuff. My name is Wall Street Pete, Crypto in Crypto. None of this is financial advice. So gentlemen, twice as nice. We come live to you every morning during the week possible. We just got married. We're back into the flow. So please, if you're new to the channel, this is why we are a little, I guess, erratic. We're spread it out here, and now we're just going to start letting you know that 8 o'clock between 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We go live every day during the week. Today is Monday, July 1st, and we thank Blake very much. Jasmine will be the next video we do, because why? Because Gary just commented and said, I'd like to hear about Jasmine. So the very next video that we do, this is the end of the video, we will be doing Jasmine. You can thank Gary if anyone is interested in that. We talked about hovering under the 3 cents, and that's about where we are right now. So could there be a double bottom forming for Jasmine? Well, we might have to do a video about it today. Maybe we'll do a short. That's exciting. You hit the like, you hit the subscribe, and we're talking about going on a ride. My name is Wall Street Pete Sicto in crypto. Hit the like, comment what crypto asset you'd like to see next, and guess what? We will actually do it for you. Crypto Puppet, I thank you so much. This is the end of the video. 15-minute long video talking about Bitcoin and Solana. I thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, my friends.